Hello, folks, and welcome to our newest series, which is going to cover some common errors within Intacct. So this is just some errors that I've seen pop up while I've been testing, or ones that I've seen come in from clients that seem to kind of come up again and again. It is by no means a complete list of the errors within Intacct. So if you come across one that we do not cover, then by all means, leave us a comment, let us know, and we can get a video created on that. To start off this series, I wanted to start with one that I see all the time, and it is when you are trying to put in a new transaction and it's not letting you because the numbering sequence is askew. So just to show you, I'm going to go to AP, I'm going to click into my vendors and I'm going to attempt to add one. So I'm just going to do ABC company. I'm not even going to put in any other information. When I get in here, I can see that my vendor ID is coming up as new. So I don't have the opportunity to change that when I come in here, which means that auto numbering is on for my vendors. So if I attempt to save this, it's going to pop up an error and say another vendor with entity 83 already exists. So essentially what it's telling me is that number is already being used. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to cancel out of this. And then on my vendor list, up here in the top right-hand corner, I can see that I have 110 vendors. That doesn't necessarily mean that the next number in the sequence is 111. So let me scroll down here to the end of my list, and it looks like the next number in my sequence should be 183. So I have to remember that number, and then what I'm going to do to reset that sequence is go to my drop-down, click on Company. In the Setup tab, I'm going to click into my document sequences. So when I get in here, then I'm going to find my vendors because that's the one I'm having the problem with. And you can see that my next unused sequence is 83 and it's actually supposed to be 183. So I'm going to edit on that and it tells you changing it impacts all future. So that's fine. Yes, I know that. So in my next primary sequence, then I'm going to put in the number that it's actually supposed to be next in the sequence. So I'm going to change it to 183. I'm going to save that. And this error might come up across the system. You might see it, for your customers, your vendors, your employees, anything that has a document sequence that is set up and is numbered incorrectly, you're going to see that error pop up. So this is where you would come to reset those sequences. So now that I've updated my vendor document sequence, I'm going to go back to AP, back to my vendors and try and add. And I'm going to do ABC company again. And my print as defaults as per usual. And then when I try to save it, now that I've renumbered my sequence, it saves and that ABC company has gone in now with the vendor ID of 183. So that is how you would fix that error. And that is extremely common. I see that come up all the time. And that's not specific to vendors. It's going to be vendors, customers, employees, anything that uses a document sequence. So that's the fix for that. Hopefully that is helpful. And as always, like and subscribe.